Her next question regarding twin flames was, do you have any messages for those on the twin flame path who may feel hopeless or discouraged about the journey?
Yes, we understand this is not an easy journey. Many of you came with a very high intention of many intentions and many purposes. And one, of course, is clearing a lot of your previous karma, clearing a lot of energy from previous incarnations. And we understand there's a lot of work that goes into this, and there's a lot of pain, a lot of challenges. We just invite you to, much like the other question, just be in the here and now, be in the moment. Don't try to get so far ahead of yourself. It's not a race. Many are feeling discouraged at this point, thinking, why am I still not with my twin flame? What am I doing wrong? What have I missed? Have I failed? Will it ever happen? And we simply ask you to know that you are doing the best that you can. You are being guided, supported, and helped every step of the way, and that you cannot fail. There is no option of failure. No matter what you class as failure with whatever you think you might be failing at, know that you are succeeding in more ways than you could ever imagine. Many of you wonder if you'll ever get to be with your twin flame in this life. And of course, that's not something we can comment on as a general comment, because each of you have come with a different intention. Each of you have come with your own journey. So there isn't one collective yes or no, but we can tell you that many of you came with the intention of physically being with your twin flame partner, as you would call it in your labeled system. And you came not just for the romance, and this we really want to stress. There are many on your planet right now within the twin flame community trying to explain this. We really want this to be understood, is that when you embrace your highest truth, your highest knowing, and your highest connection to your highest self, you will remember that you came for the purpose of uniting with your twin flame for mission, for the purpose of helping with the ascension of your planet, the ascension of your people, to bring a higher love to the planet. There's nothing wrong with desiring the romance and the connection and the love for your own purposes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. But please understand that that is not your largest purpose in coming here with the intention, with connecting with what you call as a twin flame. Your largest connection and largest purpose of this is for ascension. And you do not need to physically be with your twin flame, with a soulmate, with whatever you would like to define as your perfect relationship in order to complete your mission, though. Because you are all connected on a soul level, you are just as connected to the one soul being that you are with this other essence, whether you are in 3D physical connection or not. So when you understand that union does not necessarily mean what you think union means. Union doesn't have to mean you live together in the same house, and that you cook dinner together, and that you go for walks together. Now, we might sound like we're being a bit judgmental or critical of you, and we're not intending to. We're just trying to help you understand that it's time to look higher. It's time to see the bigger picture of what your intention was in coming to this earth at this time on the twin flame template, the twin flame journey, and start to embrace the intention of that, rather than looking for the actual physical 3D connection with another person. When you start to connect with the higher intention, of why you chose this path and why you chose this incarnation as a split soul, as you'll call it, you will naturally start to feel more joy and more purpose. And you might even find union does come, because now you're understanding the bigger purpose of it, rather than seeking just the human portions of it, what we would call the human portions of desiring the human reasons for it. Again, we say there's nothing wrong with those desires at all, but we're simply asking you to remember the bigger purpose, the bigger intention of why you chose this path. And that will make the path easier. Yes, part of it is you must clear the energies, and that is, it can be painful, it can be hard, but it doesn't have to be as hard as some of you are experiencing it to be. So we simply ask you to step out of your human shoes for a moment and step back into your larger entity, your collective shoes, your oneness shoes. Step into those for a moment and look through the eyes of that being with that wisdom. And then walk through life with that idea in mind. And you'll find the journey is much easier.
Thank you. A lot of people will appreciate this information. Are you done working on Angie's heart area now?
Yes.
So where are you with the rest of the body?
We've done the complete body scan and everything else feels in alignment.
Good. So there are no entities or any attachments, implants? Good.
No.
Good. I do want to elaborate on another twin flame related question. It seems like there's a split in the twin flame collective right now, where some of them are still in that process where they're earning for the other and they're missing and they're like in suffering and wanting that other person in their life, while the other have moved on. They found their joy, they're doing their mission, and they're not that much stuck to this whole twin flame idea anymore. They moved beyond that. So can you comment on that? Because the ones who seem to be moved on, they're questioning sometimes why it happened and what stage of the process they're in. And some of them are even doubting that they are twin flames, you know, in a good way, because they let go of that person so much that they're happy by themselves right now. And a lot of them are even okay with dating other people as well.
Yes. So what is happening is you have done exactly what we just suggested in the last piece. You stepped into new shoes. You've embraced the higher truths, and you've remembered who you really are and why you've really come. And you may find that union still happens for you with this person that you believe to be a twin flame connection. And you may have the what we'll call the human dream that so many of you wish for, but it will happen because you're not pushing for it to happen. It'll happen because you've stepped higher. You've remembered the higher purpose of why you're here, and you're doing your mission. Many of you believe that you have to be in union, in physical 3D union with your twin flame before you can do your mission. And that is completely not true. And you are a perfect example of that. You are stepping into, we will allow that to go. Angie forgot to turn her phone off. But you'll notice that that was very well timed. This is the universe's way of saying pay very, very high attention. Those bells are perfect bells. of awareness for you all right now.
Mm.
This is to remind you to listen to the truth within you. You all have those bells ringing inside of you, but you're looking so far outside of you that you're not listening inside. So we ask you once again to step inside those new shoes, like some of you have already done, and step into your highest purpose, your highest mission, and know that you don't have to be in 3D union with your twin flame to do your mission, because when you step into those other shoes, you know that you are always connected. Many of you think separation is such a tragic experience, but yet when you understand that separation is nothing but an illusion, you are always connected. You are always connected to that one soul that you are, just as much as you are connected to the eternal light, the eternal source of oneness. And when you start to embrace the connection with all, you can then embrace the connection with your other part of your soul. So many of you have let go of that for now because it's not serving you. It doesn't mean it's not true. It doesn't mean you're not a twin flame anymore. It doesn't mean this person that you have had a connection with, that you may not even be speaking to in 3D anymore, is not part of your connection anymore. It simply means it's not time right now. Each of you has your own journeys to go on in separation, we'll say, with quotations, as a way to understand that you're never separate. You are always connected. So you may find that you're stepping into different journeys, different experiences, different realms, different truths, and none of them are wrong. There's many truths out there. There's many experiences out there. The twin flame journey is just but one. And just because you've started on that journey, it doesn't mean it is the only journey. You may step into something else that resonates more, and it may resonate for a while, and then you may resonate once again with the twin flame journey. Or you may step into a different journey and evolve on that one as a continuation for the rest of your human life. The neat thing is about this truth of experience is there is no one way. There are many paths, and you are allowed to change paths. You're always evolving. So what you may have chosen to come into this earthly experience with might not be what you continue with all the way through until you go back to source energy. So we simply invite you to just allow yourselves to step into whatever journey feels right for you. If the twin flame path is no longer resonating, honor that. Step into the path that is resonating. Much like we say, step into different shoes. Put on a different pair of shoes and walk life through those shoes until they no longer fit or feel comfortable. Then you might go back to the old shoes, the twin flame shoes, and wear those again. Or you might not. There's really, really no rules. There simply is the rule of being you and allowing yourself to express yourself in your highest, most best potential that resonates and brings you the most joy.